cooking can be dangerous, please do not attempt what you see here at home. Thank you for joining me for the Lost Legends of Redwall, Feasts and Friends. And actually, this is based off of a series of books. Redwall. I remember reading them, but I feel like I need to read them again because I barely remember them. All right, so let's get started. For those bright faces in the audience I have yet the pleasure to meet, allow me to introduce myself. I am Brother Jethro Barlow Rowe, Abbey Recorder and self-appointed storyteller of tonight's celebratory feast. For those jolly faces whom I've seen time and time again, you may be familiar with the daring tale of the Lilygrove Scout Corps and their heroes, Liam and Sophia. Now, whose courage and kindness sought to save their besieged town from evading sea rats and their horrible Sergeant Scumsnout. Like that story, today we return to the seasons just prior to the notorious summer of the Late Rose. But unlike it, this tale is not one of danger or loss. Instead, one of fellowship, growth, and deliciously delightful cookery. If you recall, the Scouts had a kindly and dedicated camp chef, Rootsworth Brushstock, whose very career was built on feeding hearts and filling bellies in a manner most befitting the Redwall Abbey, and the very mouse who authored the recipes of tonight's feast. So settle in, enjoy your meals, and let me spin for you the journey that took our hero from their quiet little village to the bustling tables you now attend. It all started one fine spring day when his oldest friend was over for dinner. A Mouse's Dream of Robin Springhunter and Rootsworth. Welcome. Been a while since we've broken bread here, eh?
Well.
A while indeed. Our logs sprier and fur less gray. Honestly, you spend so much time at the camp, I forget you have a proper home.
Whoa.
Not much to make the trip worthwhile. No wife nor dibbins to tend to. Suppose I could brush the weeds out of the old garden.
Oh.
A gardener and a chef. Now there's the key to Redwall's kitchen.
Huh?
Oh, you remember that old dream, do ya? I reckon I'm too old for that now. Quite the contrary. You know the oldest mouse alive currently resides at Redwall Abbey. Surely there's room enough for another talented old mouse. Oh, I don't know about that, but I do know what you're here for. Make yourself right at home. I'll get to cooking. What say you to some good fried taters?
Whoa.
I say you know me quite well, old friend. I love nothing more. So fried taters. The likes and dislikes are also important to understand about your guests. Click the circle. Okay. Likes potatoes, dislikes chili pepper fried parsnips. Okay, well, we won't give him that. Collect ingredient. Are you sure? Then click and drag the mouse along. What? Okay. I'm not sure I understand, but I'm gonna give it a try. Whoa. Click on the heat button. Okay. Fried taters isn't bad, but the preparation is a little rough. I'd focus more on even chops and the cook timing.
Well.
It's true. Next time, I'll get it right. Let's see. As for taste, it has a nice salt, but it's just a bit off balance. A small tweak, and this would be perfect. The fried tater uses all my favorite ingredients. I can easily say this is one of my favorite meals. I'm so glad you like it. Overall, a solid dish, only just short of perfection. Just a few minor improvements, and I say the Abbey's kitchen are good as yours. I'm glad you like it. Received a gift. As always, that was the finest meal this side of Old Moss Creek. You're being too kind. Weren't nothing special. Certainly nothing fit for the Abbey's great hall. You were too hard on yourself. But I suppose it's that drive for perfection that makes you as good as you are. You really think I can do it? Look for Redwall, I mean? You require proof. Why don't you enter the Lilygrove Harvest Cook-Off? You can't much argue with a ribbon and official unbiased accolades. And dethrone old Dorabella? That ain't a half-bad idea. She won't like it none, though, assuming it even possible. She's won every season since the new Scouts were right dibbins. And settled then. You'll compete in the Harvest Cook-Off. Win, and before you know it, find yourself elbows deep in buttered pies and sun salad. My goodness, can't be much more than a moon till the festival. So little time. I will need more practice. Much more practice. Leave all that to me. I'll see to it that you have a reliable supply of ingredients and plenty of hungry mouths to feed. Ha! And here I thought I was settling in to retire for the season. Thank you. I won't disappoint. Of course not. You've never been anything short of impressive. But I've tarried long enough. Good night, and I'll see you again soon. Anything here I want? Guess not. Nothing's highlighting. Rootsworth Journal. While in Lilygrove Scout Corps, he was once given a pep talk about buttery beets and found owed fondness to beet medleys. Romper Oaktail. Alright, so these are different people. Hello? Ahoy there! Name's Romper. Heard you was looking for a reliable caravan of victuals. Well, I got 'em. Nothing too exotic, mind you, but all basics quick as you like. I'm set up in town, just down the way. It's been some seasons since we had a new shop in town. Well, ain't much a shop so much as a big bag of forage I come a-haulin'. I'd be happy to stop by daily, even if you don't want nothing. I quite like the jaunt. Thank you, Romper. I'm sure I'll be needing your services quite often, since you're here. Care for a meal? You can now access Romper's wares anytime using the merchant button in the kitchen. Ain't never been one to turn down a free meal. I'd be most obliged. If I may be so bold, I'd be craving fish or something fierce. Won't be but a moment, but our pantry's as empty as fallow fields right now. I'll be needing to make use of your services. Of course, of course. Please, help yourself. Okay, so I need merchant. Hey. Okay, my items. What fish did I need? I already forgot. It was a trout, right? No. I actually don't remember. Oh, no. Bass. Okay. A bass. We got the leek. Liquid. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is reminding me of Palia. Okay, click the spice button to open the spice menu. Spices enhance the flavor. To click hot root sugar or increase, click no root to decrease the meter. Okay. Click salt, hot root, and sugar to increase a flavor meter. Click to decrease. Okay. Got it. How do I know? Cut up, drop butter. Doesn't really say. Okay, well. This sunny buttered bass is near perfection. A little polish on your preparation, and it's shine. As for taste, plenty of salt, but it's just a bit off kilter if I had to fault anything. This sunny buttered bass has all my favorite flavors. I'll eat it up in a heartbeat. I'm so glad you like it. Overall, I'd say top notch. Best meal I've had. My pleasure. Hey. Of course not. You've never been anything short of impressive. But I've tarried long enough. Good night, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Well. Must say, I've not known you forest folk to be quite so skilled in the kitchen. Where'd you learn to work the iron? Me old man, mostly. And he, his father before him. The Rushwiddle family's been at the trade a good 5 generations or so. Boy, okay. I wager even the worst meal here is a stone's throw finer than the best dish in me galley. What a lucky heir to find from a line of master chefs. Oh, what a funny thing that. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to be picking a sore spot. None of my business anyway. And I suppose I should be letting you get on with your night. Thank you again for the fine meal, and I'll be stopping by with my wares daily, should you need any. It was good to meet you, Romper. I hope these roads treat you well. Oh, and one more thing. I tucked a few recipes in your tips. Some old sea otter classics. Hope they serve you as well as they served me. Been an age since I feasted with the river folk. I can't wait to give them a try. Welcome to your living room. Here you will find your helper map. Oh, foragers. Foragers can be sent out to location nodes on the map to gather ingredients. All right. Pictures here. Really adorable. I wish I remembered the books better, but I don't. I just vaguely recall them as the sense that I did read them.
Whoa.
Ah, well, if it isn't Lilygrove's newest scout in training.
Well.
Good day, Chef Rootsworth, sir. I'm an official scout report from Captain Robin. Isn't that so? That owl isn't back here, is he?
Whoa.
Oh, no. Nothing of the sort. Captain Robin told us all about your play for Dorabella's throne, and we're eager to be of service. Oh, that. Well, that's mighty kind of you all. Though I can't imagine what I have you lot do. The kitchen ain't exactly fit for a badger, let alone a whole scout corps.
Huh?
Liam, Sophia, and I are this moon's field scouts. We all imagine ingredients are in high demand, so we agreed we'd be on the lookout for any fresh victuals we find in the field.
Oh.
I'm especially love the sweet carrots that grow in Mayberry Springs. They're my favorite.
Well.
Oh, now there's a fine idea. Nothing makes a dish quite like nature's bounty. Thank you.
Oh.
Captain Robin says you should decide our daily assignments. Different areas yield different stuff, so let us know what you're looking for, and we'll do our best to find it.
Whoa.
Oh, and here, he wanted you to have this map. He's marked all the main regions with their usual harvest. You can now access the helper screen anytime using the map in the living room. We knew that. Thank you, Initiate. It warms my heart to know Lilygrove's got such caring mice looking after her. Now then, why don't I cook us up something? Can't send a scout out hungry, now can I?
Oh.
Thank you, Chef Rootsworth. I heard your veggie mash is to die for. Just Rootsworth is fine, lad. Now sit tight. I'll whip us up a quick meal. Okay, so we need butter, mushrooms, and onions. Do I have enough money for that? Merchant. We need butter. Forgot what kind of mushroom. Do you remember what kind of mushroom? Liquid. Butter. Okay, quick. Veggie mash. Hey! You're a little short. True story. Veggie mash. Carrots. A snip. Mushroom. Really off on that cutting. That was horrific. next. The veggie mash was almost perfectly prepped, but there is still room for improvement by focusing on your timing. I'll keep practicing until it's perfect. As for taste, I can't find a single flaw. Seems like you nailed every metric. The veggie mash uses all my favorite ingredients. I can easily say this is one of my favorite meals. I knew you would love it. Overall, a stellar performance. My pleasure. As a result of your increasing notoriety, the merchant has gifted you with these items.
Whoa.
Thank you for your hospitality, Rootsworth. I'll make sure while I'm out there scouting to find the biggest, juicy ingredients just for you. Hey, good luck out there. Keep your nose out of trouble, and don't you dare lose a whisker on my behalf. We'll do our best. Until the morrow, then. We'll stop by every morning to await your orders. Would be a shame to spend all your well-earned tips on ingredients. Quite right. Quite right, quite right. Good night, Initiate. Click on the villager map in the living room to open the map. Regiment. Thank you. You go there. You go all the way over there, and you go there. They're all going? Alright, they're all going. We'll do one more. There he is, the mouse of the hour. I hear Robin's been keeping you busy. I'm here to see it you stay that way. Well, Twiddlebin.
Huh?
Nothing new under the sun then, ho-ho. How have you been, Coil?
Well.
Oh, the usual. Training greenhorns and whipping the old rabble into shape. Thankfully, it's all been quiet since that kerfuffle last season. But a stray rat here, rogue weasel there. So long as they steer clear of this year's crops, I'm quite ready to refill my stores. You and every mouse in Lilygrove. Seems they'll have the last shop rebuilt by the half moon. Not much longer and we can go about pretending the whole affair never happened. No mouse is keen on the memories. Still, I count our blessings that fields and burrows were all we lost. A strong point. No sense dwelling on such things. What is important is Robin's promised me the best apple butter bliss this side of Mossflower. Oh, did he now? Well, I make no such promises. Still, you're here, so I'll cook you up a meal you won't soon forget. What did he want? Apple butter, right? Apple butter. Okay. We need butter, apple, and cream. Oop, that's not what I want. Butter, apple, and...
Hey!
Hey! Butter, apple, cream. Not a veggie, but we'll roll with it. Butter. Apple. Okay. All right, fire. This apple blunderbuss is almost perfectly prepped, but there's still room for improvement. Try focusing on your timing. As for taste, I can't find a single flaw. Seems like you nailed every metric. This apple butter bliss uses all my favorite ingredients. I can easily say this is one of my favorite meals. Overall, a stellar performance. Oop, I clicked whatever you was gonna say. We got monies. Monies. Well, now seems a right shame these skills plan to retire with you. Have you thought about finally taking an apprentice? You know, Laban? You know, Laban has taken quite the fancy to the pan and spoon as of late. Almost like he was born to it. Oh, no, you don't. We've been over this. I'm not doing it. No, I mean it. The boy's been cooking every scout meal since you went on leave. Got the boy just last night pouring over some of your old recipes. Planning the whole next moon of meals based on the freshness of the potatoes. For a whisker, I thought I walked straight back in time to another dedicated young cook. I know. Of course, I was younger then, too. I'd be lying if I said the lad lacked talent. His nose for the finery is a prop, and those rosemary cheese bakes almost good as mine. But that's neither here nor there. I won't be swayed. Well, I'm sure he'll come into his own with or without your expert guidance. I don't mean to meddle in your affairs. Feathers, you don't. Meddling's the thing you're best at. You would be, but you aren't wrong, and it's quite late, so I guess I'll take my meddling down to the tavern, unless you care to join me. Alas, not this time, friend, but give old Ichabod my regards, will you? All right, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to keep these pretty short, but I will make more because I am curious as to what else is happening. But yeah, I'll be back soon with another episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.